미세스 메가테레스 안지 타치아나 미세스 메가테레스 안지 타치아나 Please go to the gate 14.
I've learned that there's an art to changing, that I'm the potter and the clay, I'm the canvas and the painter, the marble that I sculpt away. Every stroke of a brush, every finger's touch is a rosy cheek of a love-struck flush, is a sunburnt wing of a heartbreak crush, is a rush, feel the rush. You're painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like Apollo, all the colors layered, kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, rolling branches that undeathly turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. Masterpieces take a lifetime. And patience is a peerless craft. It's wonderful, it's beautiful. You know who you were a year ago. Oh, paint your portrait as you grow. Every stroke of a brush, every finger's touch is a rosy cheek of a love-struck flush, is a sunburned wing of a heartbreak crush, is a rush, feel the rush. You're painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like Apollo, all the colors layered, kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, rolling branches that undeathly turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. La la la, la la la, la la la. I live art, I breathe art. I myself, I am art. Artists will become what they create. I live art, I breathe art. I myself, I am art. Artists will become what they create. You're a painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like Apollo, all the colors layered, kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, rolling branches that undeathly turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. La la la, la la la, la la la. Oh yeah, la la la, la la la. You gotta come to see it, darling. La la la, la la la, la. You're the Mona Lisa, baby. La la la, la la la, la.
夜ご飯何作る？
なんか一応
うん。
鍋の具材と
良さげだね。
At some point, I started getting perceived as a grown-up. Yeah, it snuck up on me. I remember days on the back of the school bus, making up us wanted to grow up, but now I'm missing the old days. They were so simple. Now they're all memories. Honestly, I can't believe 2000
ウィンターシーズンになってる。
I'm getting older, but who's really keeping score?
分のがあるのか。あー、本当だね。
'Cause I still feel the same. It's the only thing that's changed is that I've lived a few extra days. Nobody's just passing me
but we do know that if we take the jump right now, when we get up and down, everyone.
The babies anymore. I'm getting older, but who's really keeping score? It's all in this game. It's just a feeling sense. The only thing that's changed is I've lived
But if you give 100, we'll go home.
Nobody's just time passing me by. I still be childish. 'Cause now life's got me so stressed. Just wanna my DS. No way of knowing what comes next. Just wanna be childish. Just wanna be.
確かになんか綺麗。床が白いからかな。こういう海辺にあるイメージ。
Trying to help them get off the freeway.
That's good.
もう完全に止まるぐらいまで。
Yeah, that's what it was. He was making sure because normally traffic too fast, and then while the car trying to get over somebody, and it get worse. Somebody can be.
I can be stubborn, thinking I'm right. I can be late, cause I'm taking my time. I can be driven, ambitious. Your best friend, love of your life. I can be selfish, trying to be kinder. Always forgetting, needing reminders. But I'll always be there when you need me. 'Cause I know that's where things get true. 'Cause I get so confident yet confused. So I go to live in between who I am and who I wanna be. Maybe I'm incomplete, and a masterpiece. Know everything and nothing, a childish 20-something with my pros and my
有名なドーナツだよね。
mistakes and my flaws. So haven't figured out yet. I'm a work of art and a work in progress. I'm indecisive, I don't know why. My good intentions. All right, everybody, wave goodbye to those who are still waving goodbye. Goodbye. Can't phase me, we can talk it out. No, we don't need to fight. I can get anxious, but I won't cry. All right, never know,
buckle
'cause I
off.
keep it
There's no
inside.
buckles.
So
But
I show
amazing. This is your last call to move children that are small. They don't have. Don't make touch. Tiffany with an eye. Oh, come on, stages. Sound stages are in various projects. This is where the pre-production phase happens, so the planning phase. And we're actually pulling into a neighborhood right now called Brownstone Street, named after the Brownstone apartment. So recognizable that they couldn't film things here without people going, wait a minute, isn't that from Back to the Future? Collection of the MoMA, it's a permanent collection here. You can check that out here. Where is he? Oh, I hope he's not in the water. Oh, he's in the water. Oh, he's going to his box. Silent film era, they are our oldest sets. If you look on your left-hand side, you're going to see this. Oh, you know this. We didn't see anything. Don't you worry about us. Don't worry. Okay, we're worried. We're worried. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got that look in his eye.
Get in.
Now this entire set was all for about 4 minutes of that film. Pretty incredible though, a very impactful 4 minutes. That plane there is a real
ねえ乗りたかったよねせっかくなら。
高いんやろなこのゴルフ場。
あそう早かった早かった。なさそうだね。
I have thought flowers wilted in the cold, crashing snow, ice and road, stronger than gold. Curl up, being helpless, needing shelter from the storm. Waves are building high enough. We're creating something more. I want you want the truth. Fleeting like everything. And I've always known. Where we are, waited out as lovers do, by fusing cord apart, crashing at our wall. Levees can't hold nothing back.
母さん
Built them strong and stronger still. It's freedom from the wrath. Nothing I can do that should make it up.
What if you wanted to spend?
I know that I'm still gonna try.
Those nest stops such a formidable enemy.
'Cause I've seen it when we had the
Thank you again for
chance
volunteering to serve there.
to fly. need to find a bar that don't close at 3 a.m. where the jukebox only plays George Jones and the beer stays cold as sin. Happy hour lasts from 4 p.m. till the next day, and the lunch specials 2 for $1 today. If you don't pay, I need to find a bar where the girls all like to dance, and the waitresses all make you think you
That's number
got
91.
at least half a chance, and the regulars are all CEOs and high-rolling billionaires that want to take me under their wing, write me into their wills to be one of their heirs. Sure, she went and broke my heart, but man, as long as I have a place just like that where I can go, I think I'll be okay. Oh yeah, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I'ma need to find a bar where the food is real gourmet, and they haven't raised the price of beer since 1988, and they always have the TV channel set to my team's game, and no one talks about politics or the world going up in flames. Yeah, she went and broke my heart, but man, as long as I have a place just like that where I can go, I think I'll be okay. Oh yeah, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be, oh Lord, I hope it ain't too.
ちょうどいいぐらいかな。